Hey, good evening, Facebook family and friends. How is everybody doing today? Listen, I don't know if your excitement is where mine's at, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to have it get there. I'm Kelly Chiasson. I am your host and author lead here with Landed for Success, and I'm so excited to be wrapping up. That's horrible. We're just getting started. Bye, Samantha. No. Listen, don't ever say I didn't do a super quick spotlight. Oh my good Lord. I'm so excited to be coming to you in another spotlight, an author spotlight with an amazing woman that I have the entire pleasure of bringing to light for all of you. A number of you are very familiar with this amazing woman. Some of you are not, and now you get to be. And I do mean get to be because it's you can't feel like a better person and just want to go take on the world when you've shared space with her. She is one of our 18 co-authors here with Landed for Success. We are so excited because on Tuesday, May 11th, we are kicking off an international book launch event. Our first book, Untold Stories, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So to our current spotlight, Miss Samantha Glass, this amazing woman is a businesswoman. She's a very dynamic businesswoman. She is growing one of the largest paralegal firms in the Toronto and GTA area. She has a mobile notary business to top that. She is a daughter. She is a friend. She is an aunt. She is a mother. She is a cousin. She is an advocate and a lover of standing up for what's right for people. And while she's doing all of that, she has not-for-profits she runs and she has founded. She is also working on her law degree. She's amazing. And she is currently a 2-time international best-selling author. And now she is going to be a published international best-selling author for, yes, folks, the 3rd time with our book, Untold Stories here with Landed for Success. So Samantha, I know how active your schedule is. We all have active schedules, but that's just it. You guys keep seeing these incredible people come in and do a spotlight. Why? Because we're so passionate about stories and we're so passionate about using our experiences in a shared space to lift and inspire others. You know, getting down to the connectedness that is woven in the fabric of our humanity around the world. So Samantha, I would love for you to share with everybody, you know, you're not new to this space, to being a published author. So we come into Landed for Success, our first book, your 3rd collaborative project, Untold Stories. Why was it important for you to bring your experience and the value that it's going to deliver in yet another project that readers around the world are going to be impacted by when they read it?
Definitely. Thank you. First of all, Kelly, thank you for all that you've done for Landed for Success and all the authors. I definitely want to give you huge credit, as well as Lindsay Fisher, the editor for Untold Stories, because you guys brought it all together, and definitely with your coaching and guidance, I don't think this project would be where it is right now. So first of all, kudos to you and Lindsay. So thank you.
Lindsay!
Lindsay Fisher, amazing. And to answer your question, the reason I joined Landed for Success Untold Stories is really because I was inspired by my students. So those that may or may not know that I teach law to international students that come from all over the world to Toronto to learn law. And a lot of these students come with law degrees or they're doctors in other countries, but unfortunately they can't practice here. So they have to start from the beginning. And I've heard stories from them. And with their stories, it inspired me to share a story about how I can assist people with what I do in my practice of law. And I mean, Landed for Success, I got the pleasure of getting up on stage at the first Landed for Success in-person event. It was the first and only.
It was awesome.
Yeah. And I related Landing for Success to one of my favorite superheroes, Iron Man. and how he comes, he comes from fighting a battle in the sky to boom, landing right into the action. And I think that's what Landed for Success really is about, is what you're facing, what you're fighting, and how you come out on the other side to triumph.
I love it. For you, why do you think especially with the individuals, because you actually, I'm not going to answer this. Let everyone know which, your focus of law is for which group of individuals.
Yeah, so my focus is human rights.
Uh,
And the reason for that focus really is just that I can make the biggest impact in that area of law. It's about those that are discriminated, whether it's within their own group, based on age, sex, race. It could be even based on having a criminal record or a low income. There's many things that happen out there. I know that I have clients that, just by being pregnant in a workplace, they're fired. It happens all the time, and people don't really realize that they have rights, and someone needs to speak up for them and fight for their rights.
Why do you find in your years of experience with advocating for these individuals, through legal advocation and standing up, how important with the relationships that you've built with them as your clients, how important do you think stories are for your clients and and let's expand that to your students?
Yeah, definitely. So stories help us. They teach us that, someone else has gone through something similar and you're not alone. It's like a roadmap. Anytime I find myself in a situation where I don't know the answer, I do what's called legal research. And those are cases that may be similar in nature to the case that I'm trying to deal with. And I find it's very similar with stories. People share their stories because they want others they want it to resonate with them. They want to see if there's a way that they can help someone else that may be going through the same thing. So for people, for society as a whole, my story really shares that there is hope, and there is somebody out there, and there's a group of us out there that advocate for people's rights. For students, same thing. I mean, being a student is not easy. I'm a student myself, and sometimes it's very overwhelming. It's very stressful. You don't know if there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even though you do know that. Sometimes you stand in your own way. And I hear my students say that all the time. Like, how am I going to write the licensing exam? What am I going to do when I get my license? How do I practice? How do I do all these things? And it's always a doubt. And I think my story teaches them to really doubt their doubts. So
that's a big deal. And it's the power of knowing how important that is. That has to impact how you show up and serve them. And not only how you serve your clients, but really how you serve your team, your colleagues within your own firm.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. My firm, we always believe in standing with each other, helping each other. And, if I don't have the same skill set as someone else, then we work together to find a solution. And it's a no judgment zone. And I really want people to understand that law, people in general are very judgmental. But when you have a group of people with you that are not judging you and understand that we're here to grow together and learn together because we have a different skill set, I think that's what makes my team very successful.
So in your opinion, how important do you think it is for people to know where to find stories so that they can actually sit with themselves and have something to relate to, have something like Erica Aguilar mentioned earlier today, be able to see some hope through someone else's stories in their own lives?
I think books like this, which are real and raw. I mean, there's so much fake news out there. And there's a lot of fiction. I find that I like to sit with fiction to go and escape reality, but you have to be able to differentiate between fiction and reality. And I think books like this, there's also other books that I'm not allowed to name because that's not this show, that share real stories of real people facing adversity. or facing different things in their lives that they didn't know if they were going to come out in a positive sense. And to be honest, not everybody comes out positive, but
Right.
they come out with a lesson, and they come out with some sort of roadmap to maybe change the way that they're doing something so they can try again. And I like stories that are about real people. I like them. I really find that, you never know what the story is going to be or what the lesson is you're going to learn. And maybe not every story resonates with you, right? Maybe you read and you're like, okay, this one's not really for me. But having these real stories from real people pouring their heart out, really, it's great. It's great to have it. I was talking to my friend Judith earlier. It's very therapeutic, actually. When you can read something and say, oh, I'm not alone. Maybe I should try to do what this person did. So
where it's almost, I love that. That's a great perspective, Sam, because it's almost where it's not just, absorbing the story so you find a connectedness, but being able to see maybe these are new options I can create for myself. I don't know what to do, but what if I tried that?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you see, a few different things that you can try, which is different than what you're doing currently.
Right. You never know. I mean, nothing is a straight line. Nothing is easy. And life is really a roller coaster. And it's about many paths that you can choose. And it's about choosing the path that you're not sure if it's the right path, but you have to try. If you don't try, then you're just standing still. So that's what I like about these stories, is that it might give you an idea that you may never thought of. So, yeah.
For you, do you have any examples? And it's hard. I was thinking, oh, this is kind of hard, because if you were to reverse the question to me, I'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna need to sit with that one. But I'm gonna throw it at you. Can you think of an example when you have, where someone else's experiences that they shared, or that you, whether it was they told you or that you read, that you remember thinking, oh my God, okay, I'm going to try that. That sounds like a solid plan. I feel like I could try that and something good's going to come of it. Has that happened for you?
It has, but I'm going to take it back to Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, because that's what's been sitting with me recently, is just, we know these different things. We know that there are foundational elements in our life that we have to have no matter what. And if those foundational elements are not solid, then that's when the foundation cracks and everything crumbles down. So I find with foundational books such as Think and Grow Rich, and there's a few others that are out there that I read and listen to, that really remind me of that foundation, remind me to go back and check my foundation often. I also have, I'm just trying to think if there's anyone specific. In my profession, I have a mentor, and that mentor always tells me stories about what had happened to him in different types of cases. And I listen to him. I listen to him about cases. I listen to him about marketing and how he grew his practice to be very successful. And I take from him and I try those different things. But, I guess it's the willingness to have an open mind to try new things that is the key here. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't really have a specific story. I think it's just a bunch of different
like
things.
A collective.
It's a collective of what people say. I mean, it could be your family saying it to you. It could be your friends. It could be a mentor, a teacher. And I have different people saying different things, and I take from all those things and create one path for myself that I try. And if it doesn't work, I try something else until I get it right.
Yeah. Judith, we have a few individuals that have joined us. We have Judith Schonwald, another co-author. We're coming to you tomorrow. She took the spotlight today. She and Sam did together. Yes. Mr. Gordon So is on here. Hi, Gordon. Erica Aguilar hopped on here. Cleone Crawford hopped in. That's hats off and congratulations to all of you. This is a, landed for success. This is a big success. I think anytime you have collaboration of individuals that see the empowerment that comes behind sharing your stories and sharing your experiences. It's going to be a beautiful project, and definitely a gift that is just can't do anything but deliver value in a number of different ways. And the world needs it. The world will never stop needing it. I just don't believe that. So Samantha, I know we've got our book launch, international book launch event coming up Tuesday, May 11th to everybody. We are kicking things off 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for all of you, Andy Alberlin, hey, Andy just hopped in here, and Erica is saying that she misses your voice and wise advice. Yay, yay, yay. So I'll tell you, to those, yeah, Erica is right on. I mean, and Andy's giving you a bunch of applause emojis.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, right? Like you can see why people tune in to Samantha. You could see why she has a very successful firm and practice that she's been growing for over 10 years. And you can see why she has the success that she does. It's how she chooses to show up and the value that she chooses to recognize within herself from her own experiences, and realizing that those strengths have to come out through her in everything she does, in all of her exchanges. Yeah, you're super welcome. Are you kidding me? Yeah, and for those of you that want to know the link to connect with our event, it is in the post. It's also in the comments. We need what? Samantha, what's the big favor? I mean, you and I, we've gotten to know each other the last couple of years, and this is so fun. It's so great to be in this space with you. We need to like give some people some information. So what do you want to tell them?
Well, on the launch day, so there's a link to the launch. Register for the launch. It's a group. Be there and help us by getting your copy on Kindle or Amazon of Landed for Success: Untold Stories, to help us get to #1 international bestsellers. So we need your help. Ask your friends, your family, anyone that you know that you think would be interested in hearing about stories from all over the world on that day. So please give us do us a favor and be there. And it's going to be great. There's going to be great speakers that day. Earlier I almost revealed one. So Gordon, I'm sorry. But there will be some amazing speakers, and our authors for sure are the amazing speakers, but there may be some other guest speakers that are extremely enjoyable that you'll get to hear from. So check it out, be inspired, and be there.
I love it. Sam, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for hopping in the spotlight this afternoon. I love you, and cheers to you across the miles. And high five to all of this. And for all of you, again, Landed for Success. We're releasing our first book, Untold Stories, hitting the world May 11th. That's this Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, the event is fun. So
for sure.
Seeing all of you lovely people there. For those of you catching us on the live, thanks so much for dropping in. It makes a difference. And for those of you that are catching us on the replay, that gratitude and appreciation is extended to each and every one of you, because you make just as much of a difference catching us on the replay and helping this be exposed and shared. It's just as important as everyone catching us live. So thanks again. Happy Saturday. Be well.
Happy
and
Saturday.
You guys get excited to be introduced to more of our authors coming up, and why you are just in like the best position to just be inspired and uplifted, and why exactly you're going to want your own copy of Untold Stories. So cheers to you, everyone. Goodbye for now.